I want card games to come back. Bro, card games never left. Magic the Gathering generates over $1 billion in revenue every year. Okay, that's actually crazy. But over $1 billion a year. $1 billion. Magic needs to stop being greedy. I mean, if people pay, people pay. Yeah, I had to give up on card games. What's wrong with card games? See, let me explain my issue with card games. You can never take a break. Ever. Like, think about it. You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? Yu-Gi-Oh's awesome. Yu-Gi-Oh's a great game. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly. Fantastic game. Love it. Great game. But here's the issue. Every set that comes out just exists to be stronger than the previous set. And if every set will be stronger than the last one every single time, then eventually it reaches this singularity state where the game is blisteringly fast and slow at the same time. Every game is one turn long, and every turn now takes an hour. So if you don't play the meta decks, you are going to get annihilated. You can't take a year off of Yu-Gi-Oh! And come back, or your decks will be completely obsolete. Like, utterly obsolete, because they need to power creep to get people to keep buying new stuff. Obviously, you're going to need to keep getting people to buy new shit. That's exactly what it's all about. Selling product. So, if you make the product objectively bad, then no one will buy it. So every product has to be better than the last one. And if it's just better than the last one every time, then the last one becomes pointless. So if you take a year off of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're fucked. Because not only can you not use your cards anymore because they are completely power crept, but also you have no idea what any of the meta decks do. It takes so long to learn what each deck does and how to stifle the plays of each individual deck since it's become such a combo-focused clusterfuck. Now, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I still like Yu-Gi-Oh! I even like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But to get into modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, you literally have to know how to play the top 20 decks, which all operate completely differently, and recognize the fact that all your previous decks and strategies do not work. That's one aspect of it. And another aspect of it, and this I think is important, the idea that there's no anime. I know that that's a cringe complaint, but the fact that people are still, the only thing that makes money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, aside from just cards that are objectively more powerful than the previous ones, and this, in my opinion, is cringe, but the only cards that make money that aren't just overpowered are callbacks to Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon, just retraining the original set. Dude, they made Ishizu support. Ishizu, you know the side character from the Battle City arc? They made support for Ishizu. Like you're gonna, they keep reprinting stuff. Oh, it's the Legendary Fisherman, but number 2. And that's how they expect to keep printing money. And the fact that there's nothing aside from the card game now, no actual lore to the card game itself, like to the actual cards that's in an anime or manga format, but also the idea of just floundering to appeal to boomers is wild. It's wild. I feel like there needs to be an actual well-written Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime story. I think that's one thing that I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs. And, I don't know. Maybe some sort of diverging path or set rotation or something. Because as it is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really reaching like a point of singularity. The game doesn't last more than 2 turns now, you know? And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is my favorite card game. This is coming from a place of love. If everything's broken, nothing is broken. I mean, true, but you never get to turn 2. And also, it's in my opinion, the most difficult part is I could pick up Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, right? And I'll log into, let's say, Master Duel, let's say. And I'll go up against one of the new decks. Not only is it more overpowered than any of my cards, but also, and in my opinion, this is insane, you have no idea how to stop it because no one ever uses it. Because I've never seen someone use it, right? Like, I'm going up against Snake Eye Ash, which is just tormenting people right now in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta, and I have no idea how to stop it. Literally no clue. I've never read any of those cards, and it will annihilate me. Even if I have all the Ash Blossoms in the world in my hand, I still won't know what to use it on because I need to know exactly how that deck works before playing up against it. Now, obviously, power creep is important because no one would buy the new cards. But at the same time, just makes the game less of the game you love. Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks nothing now like it did during Edison format.